We might be live at this point. It's always hard to tell. Yep, yay, 3 seconds live already. So happy Thursday. And tonight I'm going to be leading you in about 45 minutes of Yin Yoga. If you are watching this as a replay, you might just want to skip ahead a little bit because I'll wait for about another minute before getting started so people have some time to catch on the video. For this class tonight, I recommend having a couple pillows nearby or something soft that you can rest your head against. You could use towels or blankets or pillows, or if you have yoga blocks at home, you could also use those. I suggest wearing something comfy. I'm in pretty much PJ-like clothes, and I have a cup of tea nearby. You might want some tea or some water or something else that makes you comfortable as well. I won't be playing music in this video. Facebook Live doesn't allow for other licensed music to be playing, so I recommend putting on some of your favorite calming music that helps you de-stress and helps your brain stop focusing and worrying on things and helps you stay present. All right, well, let's get started. So we're going to come onto our mat, and if you don't have a yoga mat, that's totally okay. I'm using a Tadav rug, which is a yoga mat that's big and also serves as an area rug. And you could also use a rug in general or a towel or anything that's comfortable for you to sit on. I have a timer here. I'll be using the timer poses. So if you see me clicking away, that's what we're doing, or that's what I'm doing. The first posture we're going to do is butterfly pose or Baddha Konasana. You're going to bring the soles of your feet together. And you can choose if you want your feet close to you or further away from you, depending on the comfort of your hips and back today. Now, a couple options. You could put some pillows outside your outer knees if you want that extra support. And then if you want an additional pillow for your head, if you decide to forward fold, you could grab that, put it under your belly. You could put it in front of you, rest your head on it as so. You don't need to forward fold in this. It's totally up to you. You could stay upright. You could bow your head, or you could begin to walk your hands forward, rest somewhere comfortable, maybe on that pillow, and then start to slow down your breath. So in Yin Yoga, there's a lot of times that there's silence, and there's a lot of pauses. We get into these shapes and we hold them. We breathe, we relax the muscles of our body, and we allow everything to just kind of melt towards the ground. It is totally okay if at any point you need to get out of the pose and rearrange so that you're more comfortable in your body. But as long as you're comfortable, then you can just stay in the pose and stay in stillness. Allowing all the muscles to soften, the jaw to soften, and the mind to slow down. So you might notice that I just bow my head and you can't even see me anymore. But that's okay. I'm still here with you, doing this yin posture with you. Each of the poses we're in will be anywhere from about 3 to 5 minutes in the pose. This Baddha Konasana pose is really great for your hips, for your low back, also for your knees and ankles. It's really nice to have the support underneath your body of the pillows or towels or blankets, because that extra support tells your body to let go, tells your muscles to soften, and allows them to have a supportive surface to fall down into. If at any point you feel like you don't need them anymore, you can just slide them away, or even slide them away just an inch or so that your legs can fall down a little bit further to the sides. Allow your exhales to slow down. It's really easy for our mind to wander when we get to stillness. And that can be one of the greatest challenges of a yin practice. And rather than seeing it as right or wrong, I encourage you to just let be what is. So if your mind wants to wander, it's okay, let it wander. If you want to go deeper into the pose or not go quite as deep, that's okay. Do what feels best. But whatever is happening, see if you can be the observer of it. So notice if your mind is wandering. Notice how your body is reacting. Notice what your temptations are. Notice what comes up. We'll be here a little bit less than a minute and a half. Really soften your face, your jaw, and your neck. Invite a deep breath in and out. And take one more of those deep breaths. And moving slow, you're going to transition to lie down on your back. So there's no rush ever in yin. You want to maintain any peace or calm that you've created. Moving pillows out of the way or not. You might just fall back straight from there. We'll come to just a lying flat shape on your back. This is really important for kind of resetting the body after the poses, reminding the muscles what our normal shape is, and letting them settle into that shape. Always wanting to return our body back to neutral. Still breathing. Roll to either side slowly. And press back up to a seated position. The next shape we're going to do is a wide-legged seated fold. So similar to what we just did, but instead of having the knees bent this time, we'll have the legs outstretched. Now you might want to put towels or pillows under the backs of your knees, especially if your knees are tender today for any reason. And if you're planning to forward fold, you're going to want some pillows in front of you so that you've got a nice support system for your spine and your head. You might stay right here with the legs outstretched and your spine up, or you might begin to fold forward over those pillows. Here, do you want a pillow? I'll grab myself another one. So again, we'll be in this shape for about 5 minutes. Once you get in, feel free to readjust anytime you need. And also, you might fall asleep. That's okay too. So get comfortable. If your knees need to bend, that's totally all right. If you need to drink some tea or use the bathroom, that's okay. Settle in. In all of these postures and all these stretches, you're looking for an intensity of like 3 to 5 on a scale of 1 to 10. So when you feel that sensation of kind of like muscular stretching or lengthening, you don't need to go past a 5 in yin. You do want to get at least to a 3. Stay in that 3 to 5 range. After we're here for a couple minutes, when you have maybe started at a 5, it might go down to a 3. And if that happens for you, that would be a time that you could play, if desired, with moving the pillows a little bit further away and maybe taking that 3 back up to a 4. But 5 is not better than 3. You've got that range. Play with what works for you. This is another great one for the lower back, the hips, and also now the inner thighs. I'm still here, and we're still in this shape. We've got about 2 minutes, a little bit less than that. A little bit less than a minute left. Take about 3 more deep breaths. And again, moving slow, you'll transition back to your back. You might just leave the pillows right where they are and flop down. Again, taking a few moments of rest. Noticing what's happening in your body. Giving yourself permission to let go. And when you feel those sensations that might have been in your hips and legs, you'll start to roll onto either side, again, whichever is more comfortable for you. Trying to use as little effort as possible. Feeling free to take a sip of your water or tea at any time. The next shape we'll be moving into is a seated forward fold. For tonight's variation, I really encourage you and invite you to bring a pillow under the backs of your knees. So your knees are going to have a little bit of a bend. So we're really going for some lower back stuff tonight. So this might be where you stay upright, kind of hugging a pillow and just bowing your head. Or you could place a pillow on your thighs and start to fold over it. Again, give yourself the support to start, and you can always take it away if you decide you don't want it. But again, you're going for that 3 to 5 in sensation. It doesn't need to be more. The pillows can really help let your body release some tension. So once you're comfortable, you can let your head rest on something, maybe your hands, maybe another pillow. And then again, just let go. We aren't trying to flex or push or pull in any way. In Yin, we're really looking to relax our muscles and let some of the tendons get the benefit. When we start to flex the muscles or try to force the stretch, we get more of the muscle belly itself involved in the stretch. And when we can relax that muscle and more so let the stretch happen, that's when we can get more into the tendons and some of the other connective tissues. But that's also why it's important not to go past that 5. It's really easy to injure ourselves. And so we really want to stay in that 3 to 5 range of sensation. Observing your thoughts. Observing your body. Seeing what can slow down. We aren't going to be in this forward fold quite as long. We've got just about a minute left. If your body is telling you to back out sooner, please listen to it. You can always rest on your back and join us on the next posture. Take about 4 more slow breaths here. And like before, we'll transition to lie on our backs. Get there in whatever way is comfortable. And actually, if you'd rather lay on your belly this time, that could feel nice after that long forward fold. So either lay on your back or lay on your belly. I'm going to head to my belly for this resting shape. Ugh. Invite your body to breathe however it wants. No need to control it or alter it. Let it sink into its natural rhythm. And again, find your way up. Finding your way to a seated position. Come to sit on your shins. We're going to do a posture that isn't a lot of fun, but it's really great for the body. It's like a little bit of a deep tissue massage. And we won't hold it for that long, so keep that in mind. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see better. On your shins, you're going to shift forward, come into a tabletop position. You're going to take your right shin and place it across your left calf. So the middle of your right shin is kind of in the middle of your left calf in that meaty muscle area. And you're going to walk back until you start to feel a 3 to 5 inch sensation of kind of pressure downward on that left calf. And it should feel pretty sensational. It might feel kind of like a trigger point massage, deep tissue massage in your left calf. You can always stay more forward if you don't want quite as much weight. Or if you want more weight, you can always sit back further and bring your hands into your lap. So we're only going to be here for a little bit of time, just kind of getting some blood flow and circulation into our calves. Those muscles, especially the soleus muscle, are really helpful for getting our blood pumped back up to our heart from our feet. And it's great to have all these muscles loose and limber to help our circulation and our health. All right, let's switch sides. So we'll come back to a tabletop position. Ooh. Roll out your ankles if you need to, and also notice if you feel any increased blood flow or if you feel any sensation in your feet after that. We'll switch sides. So the opposite shin across the opposite calf. Find that sweet spot and sit back only as much as you want. You'll know when you're there. It's pretty much like, ooh, usually a lot of sensation for the majority of people. If you're on your feet a lot, a runner, a walker, a hiker, this is definitely one to do, although it might be one that people often skip. It's a good practice for breathing through discomfort, breathing through what we might not love, but still having our breath there with us. Okay, we'll slowly come out of this side, come back into that tabletop position. And I'll turn forward again, but you don't need to be turning around. You can just stay where you are. Wiggle out your legs if you need to. Wiggle out your feet. Maybe take a few cats and cows if that feels good in your spine. So just move a little bit. We're going to be going into a half pigeon next, and I'm going to show you one variation and then show you a couple others. So the first variation is the general. You're going to slide one knee forward behind your palm. So I slid this knee forward right behind my hand. And I've got the foot kind of in front of my crotch, and I'm walking the back leg back behind me. It's still extended. So a half pigeon pose. And then I'm going to take those pillows, put them in front of me, and I'm really going to pile them up high. I might bring my forearms to them, or I might lie completely down and rest my head. So if you're in that variation, just go ahead and stay there. You're looking to feel sensation in the outer hip of your front leg. Now, if that didn't feel great for you, another variation you could do is bending the front knee and bending the back knee and folding from there. You'll still get some sensation in that front outer hip. Or you could also roll down onto your back. And a couple options. Option one, you're crossing the foot over the knee. You could stay like this. You could draw it in. You could reach up, grab your legs to help support them. Or this extended foot, if you can peek up to the video and see, this extended foot could also rest against a wall. So choose the variation that works best for your body. And know that most important is that there's no pain and that you're feeling the sensation in the target area. So you don't want to be feeling this sensation, let's say, in your shoulders, right? You really want to keep it into that outer front hip. And you might feel a little bit even in the outer thigh. You've been here already for 90 seconds. We'll be here for about 5 minutes on this side. Letting your breath be natural and adjusting if you need to. You never want to feel any pinching or sharp pain. We've got about 1 more minute on this side. We'll be transitioning onto our bellies to rest before doing the other side. If you'd prefer your back, you're more than welcome to go there. And just transition to either in whatever way is most comfortable. You can even keep your pillows right there or move them. We'll begin the other side. So if you're taking any of those variations on your back, you could just head straight there. If you're taking this regular variation, you might bring yourself back up to hands and knees to start. Right. You never want to feel spasming either. Super great. Okay, you're going to bring whatever knee you haven't done yet forward. Let that other knee walk back if you're taking that variation. You're going to bring yourself back to center. Bolster up. It can feel nice also if you're in this first variation to put a pillow underneath your hip. Oh, give it some support there. And find your way into stillness, knowing that you can readjust at any point. Feels funny just to lay here on live camera, but it feels really relaxing. So I hope you're enjoying these soothing and calming postures. Always adjust if something feels uncomfortable. And again, there's no perfect alignment or perfect posture or one way or the right way or the only way. It's really about feeling your body. We're looking to create a sensation in our hips, hamstrings, outer thighs. Got less than a minute left on this side. Couple of deep breaths. And slowly making your way back up and lying onto your belly again, or your back, or any restful shape that allows you to rest. Oh. I'll transition now to our last posture. So come up onto your shins again. And I'll show you one variation, and then again, I'll show you a few more for this one. So if the first variation doesn't suit your body, just bear with me and I'll show you a couple others. So first thing you're gonna want is a pillow underneath your hips, and I'll turn sideways so you can see. You're gonna be on your shins. You're gonna bring your shins around the pillow, and you'll go ahead and sit back on the pillow. This would be variation one. You could stay right here. Or you could add on by bringing a pillow behind you, or maybe 5 pillows behind you, depending on your body and on your floor and on the comfort. And you might lay back over those pillows. You don't want to feel really strong in your really strong sensation in your lower back. You're looking to feel this more in the front of the thighs. So if you lay back and you're feeling it in your lower back a lot, that's a sign you need some more pillows and to be a little bit higher up. And so that your tailbone is kind of more tucked under versus arched. So if you're taking that variation, go ahead, take it. I've started the timer. You can enjoy that. Otherwise, a couple other variations that you could take. You could do that one at a time. So bend one leg back, extend the other one. This can be a nice way to take some of the pressure off the knees and lessen the intensity of the pose. You can rest there with one leg out, one leg bent. And I'll tell you when to switch sides. Or if neither of those feel good for you, you could come into a lunge. And you could bring your arms onto a pillow as well. You could even put pillows underneath your hips. So you're still getting a sensation for that back thigh, which is what we're looking for. So choose what feels best to you. Looking to create length in the front of the thighs, not pain or pinching in the lower back. And because in Yin, there's not this like one way only or alignment this way, that way, you really can do whatever adjustments you need to get the sensation in the right place. Try putting pillows under hips, under knees. Take care of your body. If you're doing this on 2 sides or one side at a time, then you're going to be switching now. If you're doing both legs at the same time, you can just stay where you are. To switch sides, you might need to sit up first, or you might be able to stay on your back and just kind of tuck the other one in. If you were taking the lunge variation, this would also be a good time to switch for that. While you're looking for sensation in the front of the thigh, you might also feel a bit in the front of your ankle. Unless you're in the lunge variation, you probably won't feel much in the ankle with that one. I like massaging my feet here, or foot, depending if I'm doing one or both at the same time. About one more minute. Take a big breath in. And out. We're going to slowly transition into our final resting shape. So whatever Shavasana you want to take, lying flat on your back, or maybe you like laying your back over the pillows, or maybe you want to rest with your legs up the wall. That can be so great for circulation. So get into your comfortable shape. There's a giant cat walking in the picture. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. I'm going to let you Shavasana on your own timing. Hello, kitty. I'm going to let you Shavasana on your own timing, so you can enjoy that Shavasana as long as you want. Have a great rest of your Thursday. I'll be leading more yin tomorrow, Friday, as well as, I'm glad you saw that, Lynette, as well as a flow yoga class tomorrow evening as well. You can always see the schedule of what live yoga classes I'll be leading on my website, phoebejenkins.com. Scroll to the bottom, and there's going to be a little picture that says like Phoebe's calendar, and I'm putting all the times on there. All right, yin hugs. Have a great Shavasana.